We welcome you back to the WHHI Daily News. This is the best. It doesn't get any better than this. This is Justice and Joy Nelson from Memory Matters. You know Justice is the star. I mean,
of course.
I love you, Joy, but
yeah.
Justice is the star. We're talking about Memory Matters. We're talking about Alzheimer's and dementia. And I don't think there's a family in the Lowcountry that hasn't been touched by it a little bit. And yet there is so much for us to learn about the signs and then what to do about it. I'm, getting older. I forget things. But am I just forgetting things? Is that natural and normal, or am I on the wrong road?
Absolutely, it's a very common question, and I always give a scenario. So if you're at the grocery store, you pay for your groceries, you come out of the grocery store, and all of a sudden you have that moment of, where did I park the car? Many of us have had that.
Sure.
It's normal.
That's normal?
That is
okay,
normal.
Good.
We're not parking in the same spot every time.
Yeah, okay, good.
So we get in the car, we put our groceries in, we pull out of the parking spot, we put the car in drive, and then we ask ourselves,
where am I going?
How do I get home? That could be a different scenario that we're dealing with.
Okay.
Another example would be, a lot of us, I'm horrible at names. If I just met you, I might walk away from that conversation and say, shoot, what's his name? If a family, that's normal.
That's normal.
We do all of that. But if someone that you know can't remember a family member's name, brother, sister, child, grandchild, then there could be something else going on.
All right, so what do we do about it?
So it's as easy as taking a 15-minute memory test.
Okay.
We call MOCAs, Montreal Cognitive Impairment Assessment. And you come to Memory Matters, completely free.
How about that?
Takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it'll give us a baseline and yourself a baseline on how your memory is doing. A lot of people ask the question, well, my friend, I'm seeing signs, how do I get them there? That's when you say, hey, I just saw an interview on WHHI about this memory test. I want to go get my memory tested, but I'm a little nervous. Why don't you come with me and we can do it together?
Yeah.
So that would be a great option. And a lot of our general practitioners around here recognize our memory test.
Taking it once is good. Do you come back and take it? But you said establish a baseline. That means you need to take it again.
Absolutely. Based on your score, your results, we'll say, hey, you're great. We'll see you next year. Or we'll provide some resources or some options.
Should it be like mammograms and colonoscopies and things like that? Should it be something that, you tell me the number, when you hit a certain age, you should probably do this X amount of time?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Brain health, it's never too early to start brain health.
Yeah.
But, I'm in my late 40s. I've already had one.
Okay.
Gives me that baseline. So if something deteriorates, people actually start showing signs 20 years prior to being diagnosed. And early diagnosis, like any other disease, is key, and that memory test is that first step.
Okay. Boy, we got that going on, huh? And memorymatters.org is the website?
mymemorymatters.org. Go on there. We've got a whole section about memory screens. We've got a whole section about resources, our programs, our support groups, what we offer. So definitely, it's easy to do.
Okay, what's Justice's job?
So Justice is in our 5-hour respite day program.
Okay.
For those who have mild to moderate Alzheimer's or dementia. He spends most of the day with them. He'll go in there, and it's funny. They know Justice and they know me. If I walk in the program room without him, I get some dirty looks. So they are used to having him. He's part of our pet therapy program. As we all know, pets calm people down. They will make them less anxious. They'll put a smile on their face, and he's a conversation starter.
Absolutely.
They'll start sharing stories about the dogs that they grew up with.
Oh, the stories you know, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He knows lots of secrets.
I'll bet he does. Well, thanks so much for coming by and catching us up on this. And you've got a Memory Matters run coming up too in October.
Absolutely. October 12th,
Yep.
we've got a 5K run, 1 mile walk, which is right here,
Okay.
South Forest Beach.
Yep.
Free parking at Providence Presbyterian, walk across South Forest Beach, get on the beach, do your run, and then come back and have free pancakes afterwards.
There you go.
Can't beat that.
My Memory Matters, the place to get all that information and to find out more about the testing and maybe learn a little more about justice. You're a good boy.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Joy. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Joy Nelson of Memory Matters here on Hilton Head Island. We'll be back with more right after this.